such low transmission among schools?
In New South Wales, our work began in the beginning of March, and there were, from the beginning of March through to mid-April, 15 schools among the many thousands in New South Wales where a COVID case was picked up. And that was 18 index cases or initial cases in those schools, half in teachers and half in students. So we worked very closely to follow up almost 900 contacts, close contacts within those individual schools, and we only found evidence of 2 cases occurring in a secondary way, so potential transmission to only 2 students in the schools. We didn't see any transmission from students to teachers or really much transmission overall. So taken together with other lines of evidence about the low rates of infection in children, this is leading us to conclude that there's really a very low rate of spread between children and certainly from children to adults that we've seen in our preliminary data in schools. We're hoping to continue this work, but I hope that it provides strong reassurance of the safety of the return to school, as you've heard from both our Chief Health Officer and Minister Hazzard. Look, I think if you compare this virus to something like influenza, which we know commonly spreads among children and has a very high secondary attack rate in children, you know, I think at the beginning of the pandemic it has been rather surprising, but really our report fits very well with evidence from other countries, from China, the very first report by the WHO, from Iceland, from the Netherlands now, that is all consistently showing that children have very low rates of infection, they get mild disease, and the emerging evidence is really that there's low spread between children and from children to adults. So it's behaving very differently to other viruses that we see in children, like influenza, like RSV, and we need to take all of that evidence on board as we move forward. I think that it's really, this is a brand new virus for us. We've had so much to learn, and Australia has done incredibly well. So I think that part of New South Wales having this study and all of